What's up, guys? It's Executor from the Tennos. Today I'm going to be bringing you the build that you would use if you were running a Soundquake Banshee on a survival. So, many of you have seen probably our Tower 4 survival. So this is kind of what I would use for that. And this is pretty much why I'm putting this video up, so people can see this. I think all the other frames in that video we already have videos for. So, anyway. First of all, I want to show that I know you're probably seeing that it's 4 formas. I don't think you need 4 formas. A long time ago, this was my first frame I ever had, and I formed this really dumb. I put these 2 Ds in here, probably because I wanted redirection and vitality. At the time, I didn't know that once you got to endgame, it doesn't matter what your HP is. But you know, they're serving their purpose because they're cutting these mods down pretty well. But you don't even need quick thinking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you which ones are absolutely needed for the build, and then I'm going to show you ones that aren't exactly needed. Sometimes in our builds we have open slots, and that's strictly just to show you guys the bare minimum of what you need. So you don't need 4 formas and a potato, because half these mods you don't even need. So I'll show you what those are. Soundquake, obviously you need that. You're going to be sitting in Soundquake almost the whole game. Overextended and stretch, these are kind of interchangeable, because sometimes you can run without overextended and just stretch, or vice versa. It just depends on the room you're using. So what I mean is, like for instance, when we ran that Tower 4, that room has there's certain range from where the Banshee stands and where the enemies are. So if you want the enemies to be right outside the door, and that's where you want them, you know, you need to basically theory craft what range you want to use. So if you guys have a room that you really like, what I would do is I'd go in there, and maybe, you know, running max range is not working out because they're too far away. So what I would suggest is go into a mission, theory craft what range you need, so they're right outside the door but not opening the door, because the more you look out the door, the more it's going to mess with the spawns. And what's nice is if they're right outside the door and it's closed, if you have punch through weapons, like especially like if you put punch through on a penta, super good, because it goes through the door and then you can explode it, and you don't mess up your spawns because you're not looking outside the room. So I would, if you're really trying to be serious about going further, I would theory craft what range you need. Flow is pretty obvious. It's kind of, you could do with or without it, because if you're just constantly dropping plates anyway, it's probably going to fill up anyway. But you know, I'm just going to run flow because there's nothing really else to run. That's probably not a necessary one. The other necessary ones are the efficiency mods. I have 40%, 25%. Some of you might think 65%, that's not efficiency cap, but I have this Banshee helmet here that makes 75%, which is the efficiency cap. These other mods, quick thinking, sonar, continuity, natural talent, those are absolutely not needed. Sonar doesn't serve really any purpose. It's just kind of like if an enemy gets in the room, I might be able to throw it up and kill them faster, or if we need radar. I thought about running enemy sense instead of one of these useless ones, but you know, it doesn't really work with the polarities that are on them, but that might be really nice. Quick thinking is not needed, but it's nice in case something randomly gets in the room, takes a shot at me, maybe I'll be able to survive it with that chance and get out of it without messing up the run, because if the Soundquake drops, then obviously you get overrun. Continuity, strictly just to increase sonar's duration, because I noticed that fleeting expertise saps that pretty low, and it's kind of nice for it to stay up. You could put probably intensify in there or something like that if that's what you're interested in. Now, natural talent is something that I'm sure some of you might be wondering, because it's like, okay, well, you're sitting in Soundquake the entire time, you're not casting, why would you need natural talent? This is strictly if you want to drop your own plates. I would highly suggest somebody else drop your energy plates. I don't know if you know, but D changed it so you cannot drop energy plates while you're channeling anymore. When we made that Tower 4 survival, that was not true. I don't know if they changed it because of that. I'm not going to claim that, but basically, if you want to drop your own plates, it's going to be where you're wanting to reduce your time out of Soundquake as much as possible. So natural talent just allows you that little bit to get back into Soundquake faster than you normally would. It's a small amount, but really that small margin could be life or death if they're being unstaggered. So, you know, pop out, drop some plates. some might be wondering, um, you know, how plates work and stuff like that. I would run 200 of the medium team energy restores, and then some people don't know, but you can actually also bring regular team energy restores. So you can bring a total of 400 plates. Now these are half the effectiveness of the mediums, so essentially it's like having 300 mediums because it's half, so half of the 200. So basically it's like 300 mediums in your inventory. You would just drop 2 of the teams to equal a medium. And if everybody brings that, that's a total of 1,600 plates, or effectively 1,200 medium team energy restores. So that's really a good way to maximize your energy potential. Another helpful tip, guys, when you're popping in and out like that, I'm sure a lot of you would be thinking, if you're popping out of Soundquake, it's pretty hard to click these. So what I did, what I do is I have it bound to my 5 key. So it's almost like just another ability. Like, I just press 5 and it drops it, which is really nice. You just need energy quick. You don't want to think about it or click or anything like that. And that's just right here. Let's see, customize key bindings down here. And they just have all the gear slots here. So I've just bound that to 5. And it honestly it helps so much. If you're someone who drops plates a lot and you're kind of annoyed with the click thing, it is a night and day change. I promise you, you'll love it. So, alright guys, that's everything I have for you today. If you have any suggestions, please leave those below. I know we have a couple more videos coming out that I'm sure a lot of you will like, and we got some great things in the works, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.